And what's up again, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into our last race of the evening here. We got ourselves some big playoff implications once again, so not that that should be a real shock this late in the season, but we flip this on over, and let me actually do a little bit of recapturing while I'm rambling here too. But we got ourselves a really good race here. We got ourselves tehMorag on the right-hand side, your Miami Dolphins representative, and wow, if I'd hit the right buttons, I could actually do things that I'm trying to do. On that note, he's facing off on the left-hand side against Vendryth, your San Diego Chargers representative. And again, big race here as Vendryth can actually move himself now as of the last race with Trainwreck JP losing. Can move himself into second place overall in the AFC. So big race on his side. Nobody saw that green line disappear. I swear you didn't. Nope. Nobody sees this move either. Doot. Totally inconspicuous movement is inconspicuous. Nobody saw it. But like I was saying, they're both on a call. Let me get you a link into both of their channels. First things first, I hit the wrong thing on that. That was my outlawed items. Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. That'll work much better. So, your 7 banned items. We're going to do a best 2 out of 3 race, like I was saying, through the womb 2. Whoever kills off Mom's heart first is going to get a point added to where you see the zeros at the bottom of the screen. And again, we'll reset both racers whenever one of them actually gets that. Excuse me, there are 7 banned items on the way down. Nobody can pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, the Shovel, and then we got the toothpicks on the banned list. You can take them if you want. They're 16% shot speed increase. Not really that worthful. Not really worth much, is what I mean to say. So again, they can re-roll them if they want to. Those are the only items you can use your D6 against. Other than that, it's pretty well fair game. They both know the rules. They know what's up. They're on a call together. And again, there's a link into both Vendryth and tehMorag's channels. So please do me a favor, hit them both up if you guys would. And again, best of luck to you guys. They're on a call. They'll do their own countdown and start it off whenever they're ready. So, like I said, best of luck. Oh, excuse me again. Sorry for the oh so wonderful allergies as my nose starts to clog up. This time of year is going to get real bad for me. And I can't wait, because it's been a real cold summer too. Looks like they're just about to get going here. So there may be a slight delay between the two of them starting up. Remember, I am recapturing 2 streams, but when they do start, it will be at their own timing, and they'll actually start at the same time in real life. So we'll be able to tell on their call who called it first. And again, if you're wondering how Vendryth got his room to look like that, he's been crying tears all around it for quite a while at this point. Nope, not yet. We're just about to start. Alright, a couple shots fired on both sides. Pun intended. Now again, they'll get started at their own rate here. And again, let me get the split link for anybody just joining in. I also get the click to tweet link that I keep forgetting to link tonight for some reason. There you go. And what's up, Xanarkin? How you doing this evening? So welcome in perfect timing. We're just about to get this last race of the night started. And just like that, there we go. Wow, these items tonight. My God, they've all been so good. Tooth shot on the right side for tehMorag, which is going to give him, just like you saw right there, a tooth firing out every now and then with a, I believe it's somewhere between 2 and 3 times damage multiplier on it. So nice damage up there. And as you can see, there it is. Floating around, you got that shadow on Vendryth's side, which brings down Daddy Longleg's leg, which is going to do a mass amount of damage to anything that it hits. So great start right there. All right, a little bit of range up with Mom's lipstick, and Vendryth flying right on along to his second floor already. And again, a dead end for Morag, amazingly, off the bat here in his cellar. So he's going to have to dig back around for that boss fight, which should be connected to this next room. And there it is. Not too much further away. So no key, no coins, no bombs for Vendryth, though he does have that item room, obviously. Kane's Eye, by the way, a trinket for Vendryth, gave him a 25% chance as he got down to his floor that he would get that compass revealed. And lo and behold, first out of 1 of 4 chance, and Vendryth already landed it. So this RNG tonight is being way too kind. Like, just way too nice to people. On that note, on the right side, tehMorag's facing his first boss, which in this case is Famine. And we all know what to do. He's nice enough, he greets us. Let's greet him back with a nice little... just like he does for us, because he's that nice. Now, but tehMorag's going to wind up with a cube of meat floating around him as an orbital that'll block shots on anything incoming, again, if it happens to hit that, and will do damage to anything it walks it into as well. And again, Vendryth with that key, going to head back for a second item room here. And, not really so worth it. Telepathy for Dummies will get him homing shots once every 2 rooms. He's going to leave it behind in use of that, or in case of hoping for that D6 to be useful. No, you can never be hurt by Daddy Longlegs. The only thing he might do is kick a bomb into you on accident. Or explode one of these guys, the Morag's fighting right there at the top of the room, and maybe explode them too close. So, kind of he can hit you, but only by having an enemy do so. Alright, so we got Steven as the second boss fight here for Vendryth, and there you see, in this case, you see Triachnid's leg coming down. Nothing special about that, it's just in a boss fight, you're going to wind up seeing that Triachnid leg more often than not. Morag's got a second item room here as well, but we're going to see 1 of 2 items come out of this for Vendryth. And in this case, here we go, it'll be a little Steve yet again, so follower with homing tears and base damage going around. See, Spelunker hat for Morag's second item will let him know when he comes across the secret or super secret rooms. He'll actually get the audible message within the game that'll let him know that, hey, it's over here. Yeah, no direct damage. That's probably the best way to phrase that. I should have said it that way. Come on, happy birthday, King Mike. Holy crap. Spending it here with BOILeR for that matter, but happy birthday, man. Alright, pills here did absolutely nothing. And we got yet another birthday, man. So many birthdays in the last couple weeks for folks. Oh, that room. Alright, that chain reaction ought to be offset. There we go. Any second now for Morag, like I was about to say. He can't go into that curse room anymore. He doesn't have enough health to get back out of it. So unless he got very lucky. But there you see that secret room showing up. Super secret in this case for Morag. Do you risk it now? He's going to be back for that Eternal. Again, if he takes that half a white heart onto the next floor, Morag would get a full red health up container. So he's going to make sure that that's still there. He would have no protection for it right now. Next hit would have lost that for him. So he's going to make sure that he hangs onto that by the end of the floor and go back after he's done with this boss fight. Alright, speaking of that, we got a little bit of health up and a mismarked item again. That's not tears up, but damage up for Vendryth on the left side. He also gets his own half of white Eternal Heart, which gives him even more health up. So 2 heart containers up there for Vendryth, along with damage up. Nice floor. All in all, very nice floors on Vendryth's side so far. And on into the secret room for Morag, nothing but money here, but he is at 15 cents, which makes bombing into the store worthwhile. And he's going to do exactly that, in which he gets a compass, hence why that was worthwhile, guys. He'll walk out here, and you can tell Morag can now see exactly where he has to go to get over to his boss fight. So we'll see that as item room, his curse rooms, his challenge rooms, anything of that nature will show up automatically on the minimap without seeing the rooms leading to it. Yeah, Jesus Juice's damage up. It's not, what's the one missing off of that? Range up, I believe, is missing. Actually, I forget, that's tears and range up, so it's missing the tears up. But yeah, it's damage up in its place. Alright, so Pink Widow just about a little under 50% health left to go here for Morag, and he'll be on down to his Caves 1, but Ben flying along is on Caves 2, has a Curse of Darkness, so again, you won't see his minimap whatsoever this entire floor. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely you can, crazy. Wow, I can't talk. There you go. If you pick up a banned item, you gotta reset this here. So there's that same meat, so damage up and health up for Morag, and he's going to head back, remembering that Eternal Heart that I had almost forgotten about in his Super Secret room. So all the way back to the other side of the map, but worth it for the health, in my opinion. And there's Vendryth's item room. Again, it has 2 keys, so he'll be into this again momentarily. Ew, the Hourglass, not that great of an item, considering it though. He may actually take it. Yeah, he is. I'll be damned. So Vendryth's going to be able to slow down time for the room that he's in. And again, that'll slow down both the shot and the enemy itself. There you see Morag, like I said, went back to that Super Seeker, grabbed his half an Eternal Heart, and he'll get himself his 5th red heart container as he goes down to the caves. Yeah, but Sexy Grills, wait a minute, Tortoise has got the entire lead on that, so, you know, we gotta go to Tortoise for that. Anyways, Mr. Squeezy, a little bit of fire rate increase for Vendryth, and again, 2 soul hearts, so a little bit more health for him. And again, he's on down to the depths, so a 2-floor lead at this point for Vendryth on the left side. And again, with a win here, Vendryth could put himself into the number 2 overall position in the AFC, for which would get him a first-round bye for that matter. And unless he faced Cobalt in the AFC championships, would guarantee that all the way throughout the playoffs on the AFC side, he would have home field advantage, which is huge this year. And again, for anybody that didn't hear what goes on, the higher the rank you are going into the playoffs, the better chance you have that you have home field advantage, remember. So if you have the higher seed, the higher number seed, I should say. So in case of Cobalt, he would be number 1 at this point. He knows that he's always got home field advantage. So he's always going to be able to pick the one rule to add, which only he's going to know up until the moment of race time. And same thing, you get to pick the character as well that you race against in each of your matchups. So you can choose an Eve run where there are no banned items, for example. But that's all up to that racer with the home field advantage, and the other racer doesn't find out until race time. So I literally will tell them as they turn their game on, okay, make it Eve. And literally, like, load up an Eve run, and then I'll tell them the, you know, whatever it is, basically, like, right as the race starts for the rule. Alright, so still looking for that item room on Ven's side. And, ooh, no such luck, but a library for him. May be able to replace that kind of worthless hourglass. And he's going to at least see what's in here. Ooh, that could help. And indeed he will. So Book of Revelations will wind up giving him 1 soul heart. That'll also force spawn excuse me, I can never think of the right word, a Horseman of the Apocalypse boss fight for him. There you see Necronomicon uses a death card, basically, and injures everything in the room. Alright, how about that decision for Morag? We see the nail once again. Can't really do anything with the Guppy's Paw, mind you, but that nail will be a definite help. Ooh, I thought for a second he was going to leave it behind, not even use it, and basically just spend money for nothing there, but okay, Morag will take the nail with him. That's going to give him damage up in the room he's in, along with 1 blue soul heart every time he uses it, so lots of health up there if Morag uses it consistently. And there you go, turns him into that monster. He can walk over any rock in the room. And like I said, you see his tears turned red, a little bit of damage up on him. I'd be surprised. The hourglass can actually bite you square in the butt, too. When it slows down the enemy's shots, it actually doubles them up, too, in some cases. So there's some enemies where all of a sudden it's like the entire room just gets filled with this barrage of shots when you slow them down. So it can seriously bite you square in the butt, too. Alright, let's see. Spider Butt would have injured everything in the room, giving it a slowdown effect. And I think it's once every 2 rooms you get to use that, but Morag going to leave it for that nail, which is far more effective, honestly. And again, he's still looking for his way over to his boss fight. This will make it a lot easier for him. That should split over to the right and go directly there. Wow. Move. I think that was the Haku? No, who was that? Shit. Wow, I can't remember now. Might have been Rum, actually, I think. I don't remember now. Oh, God, I'm so terrible. Anyways, we got that second to last item room for Vendryth. Not really worth looking around for. But that was the Mr. Boom one-time space use bomb item, which, again, not that bad. Does a lot of good damage. But Necronomicon probably going to help out more, so clearing out a lot of bad rooms there for Vendryth. So he'll be on over to his Depths 1 boss fight, and 1 full floor behind, we got Morag fighting his as well. So he's got the Golden Hollow, which will spew out a lot of money as Morag kills off these pieces. Spazbot's not spewing off random things. He's counting how many spam bots he's banned, which, if you notice the message right above it got blocked out, that's the spam bot. Alright, so we got war just about halfway down. Like I said, Vendryth force spawned, I should say, that horseman fight here, so we'll wind up with a Cuban meat momentarily. And champion war down. There's that Cuban meat. A little bit of health up, well, heal, I should say, for Vendryth. And he'll be on down to his depths, too. So keeping that full-on floor lead between he and Morag. Morag on down to the depths 1 himself. And, oof, man, that map. Where do you go? How do you get to that item room? That's going to be a long way back over to that item room, I think. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms to clear, I believe. So I think Morag might be skipping that. Alright, world card on Vendryth's side. That'll come in far hand here. He's going to use the death card for now. Again, that's just like his, you'll see it right here. Just like his Necronomicon, but he'll be right back for that world card. That'll be a full-on map reveal for Vendryth. And again, that's why he took the Ace of Spades. More chance of card spawns at the end of every room, and it's working out beautifully. Let alone working out beautifully, that Daddy Longlegs going directly into that mini greed head for him as well. So let's see, Morag down to a heart and a half right now. I'm surprised he hasn't used that nail. And again, Vendryth finding his boss fight, though not item room yet. Vendryth decision time. Do you take the mom's foot fight or do you look for that item? He's going to go for the mom's foot fight, so if we're going the last item room here for Vendryth, and he's going to look to extend his lead even further. Excuse me, sorry about that again. We actually saw earlier tonight, Fat Shelter picked up technology against Cobalt Streak. Alright, so yet another Eternal Heart there on Morag's side. Again, he could get a little bit of protection for that if he were to use that nail. And again, holding on to that in hopes, like I was saying right here, he knew how close he was to his boss fight. So he's holding on to it just specifically for this, so we got the damage up for that room. And again, just lost that Eternal Heart, so that does suck. But gonna fight the Carrion Queen, there's that nail usage like I was talking about, so a little bit more damage for Morag. He can also walk over and break all these rocks. But Vendryth takes out his mom's foot fight, and again, a little bit of health up, moving on down to his Womb 1. He's gonna try down to the south side here, and again, holding on to that world card. He'll wait until the Womb 2 to use it, it looks like. If you get an error room in Womb 2, do you have to go to Shale? You don't have to. If you can find another way to teleport back out of that room, more power to you. Get back out of it if you feel the need. But if you're trapped in there, then yeah, you have to kill Shale as your new finishing point. So Magic Dad, no way back out of that I Am error room that he was in. And by the way, for those that don't know, first race ever in BOILeR, Season 1. At the end of the run, Magic takes a random pill in the Womb 2, and it's Telepills. 6.6% chance, Magic gets himself into an I Am error room and bypasses Mom's Heart completely. So, being that that's where we finished, we were just like, oh crap, what do we do? And you can see the highlight right there where we actually figured out on the spot, and Magic's the one that came up with the idea that he had to go through Shale and beat the devil. So you wind up having to get a mom kill on your account. But again, Vend already finding his boss fight here, had a very short Womb 1 floor. Vendryth, the man of, I don't really feel like staying on the Womb very long. We'll just clear that in like 2 seconds. Vend has got a little bit of a penchant, if you will. I think I'm saying that incorrectly, but you get the idea. He's got a little bit of a way of doing this. And again, with that world card, Vend will get directly through his Womb 2 as well. So absolute minimum amount of rooms in the Womb once again for Vendryth. Unbelievable. Yeah, at least it happened in the very first race ever. Like, well, that was the thing. Alright, one more hit here on Skullx, and Vend ought to be on down to his Womb 2. So holding on to that 2-floor lead here. So the item box, one of everything. Vend is going to take, wow. Is that really a second world card? Yeah, might as well. Here's this floor. There's what that looked like. How about a God Room? How about a Guardian Angel doubling up the speed on that Cuban meat and giving Vendryth a second orbital there, so that'll work out nicely. Here comes that world card for a full-on map reveal. Never mind. Well, Screw Curse of Darkness. There's your proof. Curse of Darkness overwrites everything. So I spoke too soon and commentator cursed the man. Whoops. Well, he may still get an absolute minimum amount of rooms, womb, but yeah, Curse of Darkness. My bad. My bad. I may be slightly at fault for that, and I'm sure I'll get blamed later. What's the fastest run that's been done during BOILeR this season? 9 minutes and, crap, what was it? 58 seconds by Slack. Again, in practice, we've seen him go as quickly as 6 minutes by Otaku. And again, Casper also had himself a 6-minute run, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just under 10 minutes is the fastest recorded in BOILeR at the moment. 9:58. What's up, Skyhawk? How you doing? Alright, so TehMorag getting over to his boss fight here. I'll have Mom's heart, or foot. I'm sorry, I always say these backwards. Mom's foot for him momentarily. Vendryth is going to have Mom's heart when he comes across his boss fight. Yeah, 6 minutes. Otaku has this thing we call Otaku porting, where Otaku gets a teleport pill of some sort and winds up basically taking him directly to his boss fight, or something similar. Or an Ayamera room where he skips an entire floor and gets the knife in it, for example. So, there's those. But yeah, Otaku has his random teleport luck this year. That's a consideration. Vendryth's gonna take this. So the tick, there he goes, gonna take it, and that'll give him 15% damage automatically to Mom's heart. So a little bit quicker Mom's heart fight for him. Again, he can't replace it now. He'll also get 1 full red heart heal if he needs it. But again, already on over to that Mom's heart fight. So looking for a 1-0 lead. Vendryth's got this room and just the 1 more boss fight to clear out. And somebody wants that number 2 seed in the AFC, methinks. But he'll be moving on in, so again, best of luck here. Again, TehMorag literally just clearing out extra rooms at this point. Probably looking for that extra charge, because he has just the 1 more room to clear. But at this point, knowing that Vendryth's on that Mom's heart fight is going to probably move on into his Mom's foot. And indeed he will. But again, probably going to be too little too late. Vendryth already under the 50% health marker. There's that heart for the heal, just to be on the safe side. And again, about 15% more to go. There's that Necronomicon, not doing a whole heck of a lot of damage, but hey, it's damage up nonetheless. Or damage done, I should say, nonetheless. And on that note, just a couple more swings on Vendryth's side. And lo and behold, just like that, when you see that way down to Shale and that light appear, you got yourself that win in the round. So very nicely done by your Chargers, Mr. Vendryth. Nicely done, sir. Excuse me, sorry again for the hiccup and cough combination right there. Hopefully I muted in time. Either way, very nicely done, Vendryth. And again, nicely done by TehMorag as well. He basically just died there to get himself reset. We're going to do that with both of the racers, and we'll be right back in about 2 minutes or so with our round number 2. And again, let me get a link into both of their channels. Go in and say great job to both Vendryth with that win, and TehMorag also did a great job. So again, not only the 2 floors behind, it's not like he was really far. It's just, yeah, at that point, Vend had a better build. So that's all I can do. Either way, go ahead and say what's up to both of them. Like I said, watch TehMorag's ads over mine, please. And I'll be right back in 2 minutes. He's probably going to run ads too. We're going to get both of these guys reset, and we'll start up round number 2 in 2 minutes. So meet you right back here. See you real soon. Clattiness. I mean, what? Good night, Tess. Alrighty, we're back and we should be clear, so welcome back everybody. We got round number 2 just about to begin. I actually hit the right keyboard. Yes, huzzah! Grumps is not a total idiot, just mostly. We'll call it 99.5-ish% idiot. Either way though, we're back and we're just about ready to go here for round number 2, so pretty soon we'll get this thing rolling here between Vendryth on the left-hand side, who's got himself a 1-0 lead, and tehMorag on the right side, who is going to look to tie this up at 1 apiece and force a pivotal game 3. And yes, it is trouble. Let me get you the link here to BOILeR.org while we're waiting on the start. And again, whenever you guys are ready, take your time. But again, we'll race through the womb too. I'm not trying to rush him. That probably sounds like I am, but take your time, guys. Either way, there's a link to BOILeR.org. You can get the entire list of the, schedule on the lower right-hand side. There's also a clock there, so you can tell what time it is in Eastern time. So it'll make it a little bit easier, hopefully, to figure out what time every race is for you. I know it's really hard with time zones. I'm horrible with them. So the best idea that we came up with was to actually put that clock on there that lets you know what time it is in Eastern. And hopefully that helps. So that should get the answer out there for you. But we got another bunch of races coming up tomorrow, technically today at this point, but later on tonight, I guess, starting up at 8 p.m. Eastern all the way through 4 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So tons more races coming up. And it looks like these two are just about ready to go. So there we go. We're off and running. Best of luck to both of you guys. And we got interesting items to start. Crack this guy and Charm of the Vampire. On the left, you'll see random beams of light every couple of rooms. That'll, I think there's 5 or 6. They don't damage you, but any enemy that walks into them takes a pretty good hit of damage. Morag went on in to, okay. I think he was a little bit pissed off about that one. Yeah, okay, that's a reset. He might have been trying to reset and bombed himself on accident. Either way, Charm of the Vampire for Morag would have been a half-hour hard heal every 13 kills. And there you see those random, like I said, beams of light don't necessarily hit what you're aiming for, so missing the Duke of Flies, no damage done there. But again, already fighting that first boss is Vendryth. Morag with the I've Seen Everything classes, walking in and out of rooms. Excuse me, and again, gets no luck here being able to leave. So this proves one of my points, guys. Even though that's a really good item, Morag accidentally walked himself into one of the longest mini-boss fights on the first floor. Notice that there was no way back into that secret room, even with those glasses. You can't bomb out in any way, shape, or form of mini-boss fights, and there's your proof. So Morag now starts over and gets that small rock. Again, damage up, fire rate increase, and movement speed down for him. But he's off and running, and he pretty much has to be at this point, because Vendryth's on the 2nd floor already. A little bit of health up for him. And he's just looking for those new item room and boss fights. Mom's Pearl for Vendryth, 10% more chance that he'll get soul heart spawns out of chests at the end of rooms, or just sitting in rooms, for that matter. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Charm of the Vampire, honestly. Hey, what's up, Captain? How you doing? Hey, welcome back, Amphibians. Sarah. There you see, Vendryth's found his boss fight as well, but he'll be back for that momentarily after this item room, which, again, did not find here. Yet another dead end. So Morag luckily finding that first item room and boss fight for himself. Yeah, but that means you have to sparkle, Kuro. Nobody wants to sparkle. Alright, so not that useful, but again, hey, it's not nothing. Again, he will leave it behind, though. We got Telepathy for Dummies. Would have given Morag, as you saw, homing shots for whatever room he was in. But again, he'll leave that behind for his D6 for now, at least. And his first boss, Famine. We all know what to do. Let's greet him like he greets us. Hey. How you doing, Famine? Good to see you. How's the weather? Wow, speaking of even runs, how about Telepathy for Dummies in the 2nd floor for Vendryth? Who would have thought? He'll be back over for his boss fight. He wants no part of that item either. What's up, man? How you doing? And hopefully you are enjoying it. Thank you very much. Glad to hear it, man. Welcome in. Alright, like I said, there's that cube of meat that you get off of all of the horsemen. Ooh, Vendryth very lucky with that use of Crack the Sky. Basically one hits his boss fight with the Wretched, so there's Crack the Sky paying off. Finally doing good. 2 of diamonds will double up the amount of money Vendryth has at 1 cent, not worth using yet. Oh, that devil deal. Oh, I think I just heard Vendryth have a moment over here, too. All the way across the United States, I heard Vendryth have a moment. Brimstone, yes please. Huge shot changer right there. So he'll be off and running with that. Oh my. You'll see this shot changer. He's going to charge it up, which you have to do. But, there you go. You clear the entire room with that, which is beautiful. And again, Morag got himself the Celtic Cross that you see outlining his face right now. He has a 33% chance that if he were to take damage, that it gives him a 5-second damage shield of invincibility. Now, let's see. Vendryth going to hold on to the flat penny. Good choice right now with only the 1 key. And with the flat penny, if you pick up a coin, you have a chance that spawns a key for you as well, so he's going to need those. No, basically most glitches in the league aren't allowed. There's a few that if we get to any of them, I'll tell you what is okay, because you'll see him actually pull off the glitch and be like, wait a minute. Like Crumps just said, you can't glitch. There's a few that you can, but they're risky ones. So basically, if it's a risky glitch, you can do it. Like, if you run the chance of basically getting hurt or dying from it, more power to you. Go for it. Like spawning the challenge room all at once, or using, excuse me, can't think of the name, Kamikaze, while you're hugging the wall. We've seen that kill all but 2 racers this year. So those are acceptable uses to us, but anything else basically glitch-wise, nope. The Brimstone glitch, basically, if Vendryth were to keep tapping, like, let's say that he wanted to shoot left there. And again, Vendryth, if you want to, after a boss fight, you can actually show people what Brim snapping is. I'm not going to penalize you for doing it after a room's clear. So if you ever want to, feel free. But you can show that glitch if you want to at any point. Assuming that he even knows how to do it. But it's pretty easy. You just keep tapping in the same direction that you're firing. And you'll see him shoot a different way, but he's actually putting out multiple shots in one direction, like to the right, if he were to, like, multiple shoot down, for example. So we'll probably see, if at the end of this run Vendryth's still alive and he's got that Brimstone, we'll probably see him do it just so that you guys can see what's up. But yeah, same thing with Shoot the Whoop, believe it or not. If you spam the directional arrow in the way that you want to shoot multiple shots, and I mean spam it, you can get up to 6 shots in one fire. So it's pretty OP. Like, it's ridiculously OP. That's a heck of a glitch. So no, that one's not allowed. That one's just, you lose nothing by doing it, so that one isn't allowed. Anyways, we got Morag onto his caves 1 here. Again, Catacombs is the expansion version of the floor, so you see these tougher enemies like these butt lickers. You'll see them again if either of these gets a blue mom fight. I hate those enemies. It actually does work with Shoop the Whoop. Believe it or not, it actually does. Ugh, that useless store. Vend will take that key if nothing else, but he sure doesn't want that notch pickaxe. So double up that money, why the heck not? Take himself that key basically for free. I'm doing good, Nebraska. How about yourself? You just gotta get kind of lucky with the timing, but yes, you can actually multiple shot with it, believe it or not. Cobalt may have just barely missed the timing, honestly, because he knows how to do the Brimstone glitch. So he probably just missed the timing, and probably didn't think that it was gonna keep working, so probably gave up on it. Would be my guess, but yeah, it's actually been tested and you can do it. There's that flat penny. Thank you. Vendryth needed that key for later. But a little bit of extra damage up, also following around behind Vendryth, as he's got Brother Bobby now for base damage tiers on a follower. Not the greatest, but again, while you're charging up Brimstone, at least you're damaging stuff, so it could be a lot worse. Awesome, good to see you tonight, Nebraska. Yeah, you do lose one thing. Time. Touche. Touche. I can't argue that. Anyways, Morag picking himself up the wire coat hanger for fire rate increase, and a devil deal with nice items again. And he's going to take the mark, so damage increase and 1 soul heart replacing one of the red hearts that he just spent. So there you see those red tiers now on Morag's side, so he's looking quite nice as well. Well, not his character. His character is questionably not looking so good, but build-wise, it's looking good. You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Yeah, touch the Brimstone? I don't think it has quite the same ring to it. Something tells me that one wouldn't catch on. And thank you, Whisker. Thank you, thank you. Alright, blowing up that heart machine. Vendryth finding a lot of ways to heal if he needs it, but again, finding his boss fight, so may not have to worry too much. So all you gotta do is worry about those globins. Again, always with Brimstone, you're gonna get 2 ticks of damage on it. Notice that the first one took those globins down to, like, the half form, if you will, and then the second one killed it. That's normal on Brimstone. Anything above that, and you can tell if there's extra ticks of damage on Brimstone, but anything above that is technically because you're spamming whatever direction you're shooting. All I gotta say to Isaac Fanfic is Rule 34. Otaku found it 2 nights ago, I think it was. It exists. Wow, another devil deal. Mind you, Ven can't afford those, really, but he had Spirit of the Night, which would have been flying, and, well, he doesn't need Spectral ability on his tiers, but that would have also included it. But again, both were flying. It was just a matter of if he wanted Spectral or not, and, yeah, it doesn't have enough health, really, so moving on. I love it when I hear random shit coming from the other room and I can't see my cat. That never ends well for me. Hey, Spaz. Yeah, how about no? You don't need in the bathroom cabinet, bro. Thanks. Sorry, I'm having a moment with my cat mid-raise. On that note, we got another card here from Morag, and Percival will actually turn him into the Horror Babylon for the room he's in and up his damage yet again. So that'll come in handy against the boss fight. Oh, absolutely I have, Will. Absolutely. No, Spelunky is another great, I guess we can call it, yeah, it is an indie game, so yeah, we'll go there. But another really phenomenal game, and we were talking about it earlier. I'm gonna be really surprised if nobody does the Spelunky Racing League. Gonna be really shocked. By the way, Judgy, damn it, I don't have money. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, roguelike, there you go. That's another way to call it. But again, I'll be real shocked if nobody does a Racing League of Spelunky. I'd be really shocked. And by the way, I will watch the hell out of that whenever it happens. Because that will be good stuff. I will gladly watch that. Yeah, to DeviantArt. Oh, it's there. Oh, it's there. Trust me, it's there. And again, if you guys think that, like, racing Isaac is weird, no, trust me, there's weirder games than this in Spelunky to race. Like, I raced Final Fantasy IV with a couple of different people, so... You want to talk about random number-generated games? Final Fantasy's probably worse than this. Especially in a race situation. But again, Ven moving on to his Steps 1 boss. Yet another Horseman, though, this time the Headless Horseman. So he'll wind up with a very useful item here, though... I wonder. That's actually... Crack the Sky's not been too bad. He would get flying and plus speed along with the charge use, and looks like indeed he will take that. That flying is the real selling point of that Headless Horse. So that pony for Vendryth will be very, very handy. He'll be able to fly and get over a lot of damaging moments like this right here. This room became a lot easier for Vendryth. That flying, he would have really regretted not taking it. He had 3 chances that room. Or that floor, I should say. And there you saw, technically speaking, Vendryth accidentally, while he was moving, Brimstone glitched, but again, it didn't do anything different, so it don't matter. You're fine, dude, don't worry. Technically speaking, though, he glitched right there. But again, it wasn't basically just like, oh, I'm sitting here mashing the button on purpose. He was moving to the side and accidentally hit the movement key as well as his arrow, and you could tell the difference. There's a difference between intentional Brimstone glitching and then doing it accidentally and not even getting a reward out of it. It's easy to spot. No, he got no advantage out of that. It didn't hit anything else for that second time in the room. But yeah, technically speaking, that was it. Notice how it fired the second way? Technically, right there, what he did, I've done that, I can't tell you how many times. That's not technically the Brimstone glitch, even. Like, technically it is, because you're not supposed to be able to do that, but that's not the same Brimstone glitch that we're referring to, even. So basically, what you can do is notice how that fired 2 separate ways on Vendryth's. That's doable just by pressing in 2 separate directions, and you'll split those 2 ticks of damage between those 2 directions. So it can be done, I do it all the time, and it does split that damage, so you gain nothing from that. That's okay. But Brimstone, like glitching, people call it brim snapping, whatever you want to call it, the glitch with it that we're talking about is basically where you you sit there and as fast as you can, you're mashing that arrow key or whatever it is that you're firing with, and you're going to see literally like 6 ticks of damage take off of something, and it's blatantly obvious. So that was not him glitching it. It was a glitch, but it wasn't a beneficial one. Let me phrase it that way. Probably the best way I could put that is that's not the beneficial one that we're worried about. Oh, we'll have Vendryth actually show you. He knows how to do it. And like I said, if he finishes this run and still holding on to it, we'll have him show it to you if he knows how. I assume he does. I mean, it's relatively easy to pull off, honestly. But you'll see the real difference. Like, it's blatantly obvious. And again, you won't be able to tell what's going on. It'll look the same without enemies in the room. By the way, Morag down to half a heart here. There we go. I was going to say he's going to have to play, hopefully. Oh, God. Oh, and I was going to say, screwed himself there with the bloat. He's going to have to play rover towards that item rock. He got it exploded, but couldn't get to the hearts in time. He was working towards it, though, but ouch. That's painful. But again, if Vendryth finishes off this run holding on to Brimstone, we'll see if he can show it to you. It won't really... I'm trying to think. It'll look like what he did the first time, and you guys are going to think like, ah, see, he did cheat. Ah. And it's not the case. And it's going to be really hard to explain without enemies in the room, so maybe we'll have him go up to the cathedral or down to Shale and show it to you so that you can tell what happens in a room. But basically, like week 14, we'll show you guys exactly all this stuff, like literally like frame by frame, so you can tell exactly what's happening. It'll be a lot easier in the cheat engine for us to show it to you than this. But again, basically what happens is, like, if you were in this boss fight that Vendryth's in Mom's Foot, if you were to keep firing over to the left, it would show you firing down, but you would see the, like, damage tick off of Mom's Foot here. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, it's blatantly obvious when you do it, and it would never fire in the direction that you're intending it to go. And yeah, I'm not crazy. That was 9 for 9 in the secret room, right, Otaku? I'm not crazy. He had 6 going in. He's got 15 now. I'm not nuts. Because that was crazy. Like, okay, if you guys didn't notice, the flat penny enacted on all 9 coins in Vendryth's secret room. 9 for 9. You're kidding me. No, we could do it, Yamit. That's the funny part. We totally could. Alright, so over halfway through this Mom's Foot fight already is Vendryth, and again, working to just the 3 hearts here. He's playing it real safe, getting around all these extra enemies. Hey, what's up, Gino? Good morning. No, it's more like 33% chance, give or take. But still, 9 for 9, even on a 50% chance, is still pretty good. A little bit of health up there for Morag. Again, he used that, the telepathy for dummies. I wanted to call it book of telepathy, but that wasn't right. Anyways, telepathy for dummies gave him homing shots for that room he was in. A little bit of range up, which is totally useless for Vendryth. He's going to keep the flat penny. And on down to his womb, where it actually gives him a little bit of a loading screen error. Uh-oh. Could it be our first XL of the night? In any fashion? Could it be our first XL of the week? Oh, God. That is just a creepy gif, I gotta say. That Bonesaw is enjoying that just a little too much, guys. I gotta say. Bonesaw getting a little too into that dance. Just possibly slightly too far into that. That's from Summer Games Done Quick, by the way, for anybody wondering. Yeah, I think Bonesaw getting just a little too far into that. Oh, and Vendryth only gets himself a Womb 1 floor, so Utero is the expansion version of it. Yeah, well, that was a thing. So again, popping on through, getting nothing too special here except an expansion version of the floor, so tougher enemies, tougher room layouts. Bone swag. Why would I hate Summer Games Done Quick? I have friends that were there. See, people assume way too much nowadays. Which is why you should never believe anything you see on the internet unless it came from that person themselves. Yeah, so a 0.0000169 chance of getting 9 of 9 keys at a 1 of 3 opportunity. That's an insane number right there. Wow. The odds on that. Vendryth needs to go play the lottery. Like, a lot of our racers need to go play the lotto tonight. Although, did somebody win Powerball last night? shouldn't believe... Ataku, blasphemer. What is wrong with you, sir? I don't even know you anymore. I feel like I don't know you anymore, Ataku. I'm kidding. There's one more health up there. Very nice find in that room with the blue Gertie Juniors there. Guaranteed soul heart for Vendryth. Like you can see, he's going to make sure that he stays away from those screaming babies, because those are just awful. Wolf can vouch. Those are some of the worst enemies in the game right there. Ah, the fish head that Vendryth picked up. If he gets hit, there's a chance that he spawns himself a friend till the end attack fly. So it's kind of like a cheapo version of the mulligan. Let's see. Morag's found himself. That's a good one. And he just figured it out himself, too. That's Chemical Peel for damage up on half of his tiers, basically. So we'll see the one tier may show as red, and the other one should show as normal white color. There you go. Oh, no problem at all, Ron. Alright, so then moving on along here, he's got himself a dead-end room with nothing to work for, so he's going to back himself right on out with one of his 10 bombs. And yep, we finally got our first XL floor on Morag's side. Doesn't look like it yet, but being that it says Catacombs, unless he's in the second of the two, which I'm pretty sure he's not. Ow. Because yeah, it actually says Cats too. Is Vendryth's damage with Brimstone lower than default? Seems like it's taken more than 2 ticks to kill quite a few. I don't think he's gotten damage down, but I do believe he has default damage. I'm trying to think what all items he had that would have been damage up. I think it's default, honestly. Alright, so Morag into a challenge room here. Gonna grab himself some health up because he was down at half a heart and pretty much had to. And again, Ven just looking for the one boss fight here. Yeah, but here's the difference. There's about a, what, 2.5% chance of getting a Eternal Heart, or an Eternal Heart, the Sacred Heart, I should say, is a drop. Whereas there's a, hold on, let me do math. About 1/10,000th of a chance of getting 9 of 9 keys to spawn with the flat penny in a secret room. So 2% to 1/1000th. I'm gonna say Vendryth was slightly luckier with that pull. Just slightly. But yeah, Brimstone itself doesn't really do great damage. The advantage of the beginning to it is that it clears the entire room. Can go side to side like you see Vendryth doing. Not the greatest damage, like I said, but any sort of damage up on that, and you have yourself one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. Oh god, new Binding of Isaac DLC with me giving me the choices of what to do? Bad idea, man. 2 of clubs on Vendryth's side doubled up his bomb, so now he's up to 16. That's going to be a huge help against his boss fights. Bombs against the bosses in this game are big. Those are huge helps. That's Eve's Birdfoot. Random chance that if he got hit, that would spawn Eve's dead bird to do damage. And again, I don't know. I might take that over the fish head. Honestly, I may take that over the fish head. Good night, Shartail. Have yourself a good one. Alright, so Morag back down to half a red heart here in his peep fight yet again. So a little bit more health up there on Vendryth's side. He's going to keep gambling in hopes of getting just a little more health. Maybe, well, you never know. Maybe he could get lucky again and get a nicer card. 2 of diamonds will double up his money. So that'll be 20 cents there for Vendryth. Okay, come on, Morag. You already got this boss about halfway down. Time to get some revenge. Revengeance is sweet. And it's not quite the same boss, but hey, close enough. Bloat Peep, kind of the same, except for the Brimstone aspect, but we'll get to that if we see it again. Hermit Card would be a random teleport at this point for Vendryth, so he wants no part of that either. Here's the one problem with those homing tears by Little Steve. Wow, that dodge. Whew. Morag, you scared the crap out of me with that dodge, bro. Nicely done, but holy crap, could you have gotten closer? But like I was saying, there's the one problem with homing tears is they go after those eyeballs. Come on, Peep, die already, man. You want to be dead. You know you do. There you go. Nicely done, Morag. A little bit of health up on his side. A little bit more health there for Vendryth. So he's going to hold on to that lucky toe. And he's going to keep moving on along. How about 7 cents and a judgy please for Vendryth? How about that? Yeah, but random teleport. But the High Priestess card will come in far handier for Vendryth, so I don't blame him. Can you blame him for not taking that card, honestly? Oh, Judgy, really, man? Nothing? Oh. Morag's second boss fight, however, at that half a heart, that was your ender. So he's back down to the basement 1 yet again. And Ben's gonna move on to his, onto his Utero 1, aka the Womb 1 boss fight, and somehow gets lucky enough that the Utero gave him Blast Assist as his boss. What? I didn't know that was possible. I seriously thought that would not be possible in the Womb. You should not get Blast Assist in Utero as your Utero 1 boss. That's weird. And you're not worthy of being here, so later. There's a difference between rooting for people and then just being an asshole. And yeah, somebody crossed the line there. So, a little bit quicker fire rate there for Vendryth. And again, he's got another Devil Deal. Wow. I might consider taking that and going back for the Polaroid that I know he's got. I might take that pact. Wow, that's a tough call. He's going to go on without it. I may have taken that damage up. Oh, what is Vendryth going to go back for here? He is going to take one of his other cards. Hangman he doesn't need. That'd be flying that he already has. Hermit's that random teleport. Lo and behold, Otaku. You're about to see it, bro. Here comes your Otaku porting. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on, Otaku port. By the way, everybody say, once again to Famine if you would. Do it. Wait for it. Otaku port. Aw. Well, it got him further away than he should have been from his first room, so maybe he's on the right path here. Who knows? It's happening. Aw. He feels slightly let down. But again, not quite to his boss fight, but we'll see what happens. Ow. Sorry, I just got bit by a spider. Jesus, that hurt. By the way, again, that was the same thing that Vendryth did. Notice how he shot to the left first and then immediately shot down. Same thing. That's not the glitch, guys. That's not the one we're worried about. Again, we'll have him show it to you. I assume he knows how to do it. But let him show you, like, by really spamming it, exactly what happens. That was a good teleport, theoretically, if it would have gotten him to a good spot, but it put him a long way away, so if it would have been the right direction, that was a good teleport. It got a lot of rooms away, it just wasn't the right direction, obviously. So, oh well. That's not technically the Brimstone glitch, though. Again, we'll have... It's not going to make sense without enemies in the room. It's going to look exactly the same as that. Which is bizarre, but it does way, way more ticks of damage way faster than that. So, again, it's obvious the difference between the two. I've done that one that Vendryth does all the time, and that's by pressing two different directions. So you can split your 2 ticks of Brimstone between the 2 different directions. And that's basically what he did while he was moving. So no, he was not doing the actual, like, alright, gonna glitch this out, and like, yeah, let's Brimstone glitch this. He wasn't doing it that way. Yes, technically that's a glitch, but you're splitting the 2 ticks of damage between 2 different directions that way. So it doesn't actually accomplish anything for you. Except, obviously, you could shoot 2 different directions if you needed to. But in this situation, did nothing for Vendryth. As when he shot down at the wall, it didn't do anything for him. Trust me, of all people. Yeah, exactly. And Ven's typing it out like, no, he is not glitching it. Trust me, I know the difference between the two, and Vendryth is perfectly fine on this one. He is not doing that glitch. Yeah, he's doing the 2 different shots, basically. So what he's doing is he's splitting the 2 ticks of damage, basically, between them. Good job getting banned, Zealous. Because I'm totally not explaining it to you or anything, but, you know. Believe what you want to believe, because you're right on the internet 100% of the time, kids. Don't forget. Yeah, the glitch is not allowed, correct. The one that Vend is doing is fine, because like I said, you get 2 normal ticks of damage on Brimstone. So basically, like I said, if you do it where you wind up shooting the 2 different directions like that, and ow, man, that really swelled up quick. Holy crap, what the hell bit me? Anyways, like I was saying, if you split the damage in 2 different directions like that, all it does is split your 2 ticks of damage between one, you know, in his case, he was doing left and down. So it gained him nothing out of that. It really didn't. But again, moving on to his mom's heart fight, we'll see if he can't actually do the actual, like, you'll see multiple shots come out of there in a new room afterwards. But again, no, it's all up to Vend. He doesn't have to if he don't want to. But what he was doing, perfectly normal. How's it a viewer if I ban them because they're an idiot and don't belong in my chat anyways? Nice job reading my rules, and good job feeling entitled. Because again, rules are there for a reason, guys. You feel like breaking them, I don't feel like you being here. It's a pretty fair trade-off. Learn to deal with the repercussions of breaking rules, guys. Because later on in life, you're going to find out the hard way when you go to jail that you probably shouldn't have done that. Like, just going to point that out. Not the greatest of moves to go through life with. There's that double bomb. Wow, the first one actually shot the second bomb for Vendryth out of the way. That was painful. I've never seen that happen on the double bomb before. Nash, you know better. Goodbye. What's up, actually? How you doing? No, I can't do most of the glitches at all. Glitches are pretty well outlawed. Again, yes, technically what Vendryth was doing was a brimstone glitch, but it doesn't gain you anything, so... moot point on that. Because you're not supposed to be able to fire in 2 different directions with brimstone, and one of the real tricks with brimstone is you'll fire off in a, like, opposite direction of whatever it is that you're aiming for. And basically it gives you a lot of extra ticks. Oh, Vendryth down. Ouch. But yeah, it gives you a lot of extra ticks of damage on that at that point. So all the way back to the beginning there, and again, now Morag's got the lead as he's through his basement 2 with the wire coat hanger. He's got himself a full-on set of orbitals. Speaking of which, we're half, well, 2/3 of the way there. I can't do math. 2 out of 3 is not half, ladies and gents. Vendryth got himself 2, but he reset himself. He wasn't too happy with the orbitals. Nope, he raced through the womb too, so through mom's heart. And again, Vend's on small floors. He ain't far behind at all. Alright, higher font card for Vendryth, along with a bone of every other type items there with the item box, and they'll be on down to his second floor. We got Morag fighting his boss fight here. Excuse me, so we'll see if he goes back for that item room or not. Again, knowing he has to win this matchup and that he's got the lead now, he may not. Although, he's got a defensive build, but that's really about it. I'd see if I could get some power items. That's just me, though. It's all about timing in these races, so we'll see what he chooses. Yep, Cobalt died in a practice run today. Alright, a little bit of range up from Morag, and he is going to go back for that item. Not really too shocked by this. Like I said, these are pretty small floors at the beginning, so not really shocked. Although he does trap himself in a mini boss fight here with Envy, so this will take a while. Looks like he's melting him, right? Yeah, he splits. Right about now. There you go. By the way, he splits again. So, yeah, this will take a minute for Morag. That's one of the worst mini-boss fights you can get. That's painful. Did that one disappear or go through the wall? Because it seemed to go through the wall. That was weird. Anyways, Monstro's Tooth for Vendryth will summon Monstro out of the sky to fall down and do damage to anything that hits it. Now, Morag's got no choice but to bother with him. You can't bomb back out of mini-boss rooms. So he's trapped in here at the moment. Alright, so Pin ought to easily, and even this champion version, get taken out by this one bomb here. Ooh, a little bit early on that, so a little bit of health left for Pin. Nothing too scary, though. Another wire code hanger for fire rate increase for Vendryth, and that devil deal. Bloody Lust and Guppy's Tail. He's going to pass on both of them. Bloodlust would have been every enemy that Vendryth killed in the room, would have given him a little bit of damage increase, but he'll hang on to those hearts, and he's on down to the same floor as Morag on Caves 1, so like I said, wasn't far behind. And those first couple floors are very, very quick. And yep, we're building up to playoffs, so week... let me do math. I know math good. What would be week 18? Technically, it'll be taking place like 8 weeks from now, and what would be week 19 will be the start of the playoffs. Yes, you can, Pistol. Yes, you can. If you have, Dad's Key was the question. Can you skip a mini-boss room? Can you get your way back out of it? Yes, you can. Really good question right there. How's up, Blue Candle? How you doing tonight? Love your name, by the way. Perfectly fitting for the stream. We have yet to see that show up tonight, so maybe now that Blue Candle's here. Oh, I was going to say, Vendryth going into his store, but no such luck. I was hoping for that half-price Blue Candle in honor of him showing up, but then has found his boss fight here, so he's going to go look for that item room first. Wow, that was quick. The search is over. The long, arduous search is over and rewarded with the rosary. So a little bit of 3 soul hearts up and faith up on Vendryth's side, which means if he were to have gone into the store after picking up that rosary, he would have probably seen the Bible instead of the treasure map that's in there. But now, with 15 cents, Ven's going to be able to go buy that treasure map and see his entire mini-map as soon as he walks out of the room. If he thinks... Okay, I was going to say, like, oh shit, is he going to skip it? But nope, we're good. That was a Muffin. Good to see you. So, 1 extra key for Vendryth. We got that new item room for Morag. He is 1 floor ahead at the moment. And again, Vendryth fighting his boss fight at the end of Caves 1. Making his comeback after that death. Both have died here, so both have reset at this point. Ooh, that dodging by Morag. Yowza. We got Gerdu Jr. already a good 75% of the way dead. Very nice monster usage there by Vendryth. Yep, you can get the candle from Judgy. Very true. Basically, Judgy, the store, and yeah, that's it. Well, and in the, shoot, can you get it up in the cathedral? Or not the cathedral, the chest. No, I don't think you can. It'd have to be off of Judgy. So there's Little Chubby for Morag. That'll be kind of nice. As he fires out tears, Little Chubby will also fly across the room, eating anything in its path, doing tons of chomping damage. So quite the nice item find. Vendryth's got himself his, item room looking himself in the face again. So he'll be in there momentarily, and we're pretty darn well evened up at this point now. So that was a real quick catch-up on Vendryth's side. Blood rights now, and he's got health for this. That's probably going to be taken and used. So Vend will injure himself using blood rights to injure everything in the room. And again, if he gets caught in a nasty one, you'll see him take the easier quote-unquote way out by injuring himself to injure everything. That Little Chubby, nom nom. How did Ven get all those blue hearts? He got the rosary for 3 of them, just in and of itself on that one. Everything else has just been random pickup. And again, I'm pretty sure Ven's on his way over to his boss fight. If not, I know exactly where it's at. And Morag is gonna have to find his without the use of that treasure map. Again, treasure map will help you make really good educated guesses as far as where you're going looking for these special rooms, and well, especially in a race situation. But you can do it in a normal run too, obviously. Ooh, you think top 10 items in races, Otaku? Wow. That's, wow. I don't know that I'd go that far. It can definitely help you, but you gotta have the health to do it, so it's risky. And by the way, we are now in the exact same room at the exact same time. There you see blood rights. Wow. That's why it's useful, guys. So again, this is why Otaku called it top 10 item. Look at how quick that boss fight went on the left side for Vendryth. He's gonna go back and grab his full heal really quick, and he'll be on down to the depths moments ahead of Morag, who's ripping on through Gertie himself. What's up, Knight? How you doing? Well, that answered my question. Awesome. Glad we could help in any way, shape, or form. There you see, Vendryth's just going to pop right on through these rooms. He wants no part of these, and he's just going to rip right on through with those blood rights. So there you see why Otaku's top 10. Yeah, it is Neil. If you want to check out the schedule, if I could spell correctly, and if I was typing in chat instead of nowhere, I'd have a link for you. BOILeR.org will have the schedule on the front page for you, along with a clock in Eastern time zone time. So it'll make it pretty easy to figure out when races come up. But we have more tomorrow again, but this is the last race of the evening. But I believe we start up at 8 p.m. tomorrow Eastern and go through 4 a.m. Eastern with our races. So let's see, Vend is going to actually go look for that item room. So again, knowing he's got that bit of an advantage, knowing where that item, or where the boss fight is already. Let's try to the right. Oh, lo and behold, Ven found it immediately. Good educated guess with that treasure map. Thank you, thank you. And Ven will get that second to last item room for him. How's up, Max? Good to see you. I've been on for 9 hours already, guys. That's more than a normal work day. Alright, how about the rainbow baby for Vendryth? So that's going to add a follower with random follower tiers. So everything from the blue baby tiers, just base damage, to tar tiers, you name it, everything comes out of them. Yeah, it's not a glitch with the Polaroid and blood rights, that's just a really good combo. Yep, and I saw somebody ask, what if you get an Ayamera room on Womb 2? That's called the Magic D250 rule in the league. We actually had to make that in the very first race ever at BOILeR. Magic actually teleported randomly in the Womb 2 with pills, and 6.6% chance got himself into an Ayamera room. So basically we had to decide on the spot that if that ever happens, and you can't get back out, you've got to go down to the Shale and kill off Satan. So, we've seen this before. Morag's found himself a very rare item here in the races. Fate. Excuse me, Fate is not the name of that. Jesus Christ. Let's try that again. Wow. Krups is a freaking idiot, ladies and gents. Let's try that again. 99 bombs. Oh my god, it's Pyro, you dumbass. Not Fate. Wow. Just whatever. I'm reading weird crap out of chat and coming up with weird names for these things. Either way, Guardian Angel on Vendryth's side, double speed orbital yet again. And he'll be on down to depths too. Morag got himself 99 expendable bombs though. Again, we allowed that. You're probably wondering, like, wait a minute. Like, why don't you allow Dr. Fetus and Epic Fetus and Epic Hack at that point? Totally different between expendable bombs and ones that are just an infinite amount of your tiers becoming those. So, completely different thing here. But Morag does like his bombs. Difference is, you could wind up with a bombs or key pill. So let's say the Morag finds a pill, and since he's low on health, he hangs on to that for a while. Now when he gets down to half a red heart, let's say that he pops that pill. Now if that's a bombs or key pill, he has 99, well in this case now 94 keys, and only the one bomb. 93 in this case now, but you get the idea. Here's what you can do though, and Morag's going to use it to his advantage. They are expendable bombs. Do what you want with them. He's bombing right on through doors. Perfectly acceptable. Oh, and how about a little bit of health up before he goes into his boss fight? Yes, please. He will gladly take that, and let's fight the Wretched on Morag's side, again, with tons of bombs. So he's probably just going to not even worry about shooting, and there you see the bombs doing all the work for him at the moment. Then finding his last item room on the left side. Ooh, how about that Sacrificial Dagger? Double speed, for that matter. That kind of rhymed. Didn't really mean for that to do so. Either way, that'll spin around Vendryth doing a lot of damage to anything that walks into it or that he walks it into. So you'll probably see that utilized against the boss fight here on this floor. Alright, a little bit of range up again with Mom's Heals, and Morag's going to move on down to his depths too. So both with that treasure map. Wow. That's a floor. I'm going to say boss fights lower left for Morag. Wow, that store had greed in it. Not what Morag was hoping for. Plus, he face-planted him for more damage. Ouch. Trying to lay a bomb down in there. That was actually a damn good shot on that bomb to get over to the jumping head there, or jumping body, I should say. Alright, at the top of this curve here at the left, Ven should find his boss fight, I believe. Ooh, Morag down to just that half a red heart's got himself his scapular enacted, so you see the one full blue heart added on. Technically, Morag got health up out of that room. Again, technically. So let's see, finding himself a dead end here. Morag back down to where it's just his one half a, wow, see, that scapular, not such a bad thing. In this situation for Morag, this is going to help him out. It's kind of saving his butt. See, again, why the scapular? Not a totally useless item, guys. Right there, it's saving Morag's butt. And welcome back, Muted. Yeah, boss fight's bottom left on Morag's. The item room, though, probably top left. That's a tough call, so Morag's going to bomb out of here. He's probably going to check lower right side. Ooh, found his boss. Wow. Alright, so that's boss fight over there. Holy crap, that's an odd layout. I was not expecting this. So Morag's found his boss fight. There you go. Moon strats. Where's Casper when you need him? Well, we got our moon strats on Morag's side enacted. So he's found his mom's foot fight. Same time Vendryth has found his. So we're in the exact same room right now. Vendryth having the advantage of the extra items and extra health, though. Now you say it's not so good in a race. It's been keeping Morag alive, so I don't know that I'd say it's not so good. That literally saved Morag's life a few times there, and how about that? So, a couple different ways to go about that mom's foot fight. Vendryth showing you two of them in one, which was spamming blood rights to do damage, also standing right by the door to do damage in case the arm comes out like you see on Morag's side. And he's going to use that method the entire time. So Red Mom getting torn apart, and you'll see the arm constantly, oh god, this gift, constantly coming out as quickly as it can. Vendryth on a loading screen, so let's watch Bone swag it up for a second or two. That dance, just, I don't know, something about that feels unhealthy. That is not rated E. That dance is not rated E for everyone. I'm sorry, but it is not rated E. On that note, Ven moving on, getting a Utero 1 here, so no XL floor again. So again, he's moving on. Again, those mimics take on your firing rate, so you gotta be real careful. But Ven gonna move on up to what looks like a pretty obvious boss fight there. Morag's got himself pretty much the same look here, though he's gonna try to the right. I'm thinking his boss fight may actually be up to the top left. Vendryth, I'm pretty sure, is on this path he's on, but we're going to see on Morag's side in about one extra room. And again, he can just bomb right back out if he wants to. Still at 72 bombs here. And that Pyro paying dividends. How about this? Ah, no such luck. So, yeah, dead end on Morag's side. He'll bomb right back out of all this. May actually kill off this room. Yeah, Vendryth died against Mom's Heart. That is correct. So again, Morag going to bomb back on through to this side. Might as well check this one, but, well, actually, he's not going to check down here. I figured he might check that one bottom room just in case, because there's still an offhand chance that that's your boss fight. I highly doubt it, but there's an offhand chance. But I'll just keep moving on over here to the left side. And again, no such luck on Vendryth's either, so ouch. That's going to have to be Moonstrats. Wow, that's a hell of a floor on Vendryth's side. Well, that messed with me, too. That blows. So, Morag gonna bomb right on over again. One more room to clear through. So again, I'll just bomb right on out. And there's your boss fight for Morag. So let's see, gotta be top left here for Vendryth. Alright, so Conquest, never been a bro in these races. Just definitely not a bro. You see those purple homing shots for one thing, let alone his crack the sky usage when he goes off screen, or his charge like that where he takes up the majority of it. Ooh, Vendryth actually checking the wrong way here, so he's gonna have to wait for that blood to disappear. Screw it, at this point, run through. And he's gonna bomb up to the top through the secret room. So Moonstrats, go! One more room to clear. You see Morag down to 2 hearts himself, so 3 on the left side, 2 on the right. Ooh, that dodge. Alright, so Morag using that Hangman card gets to fly for this room, so he's hanging himself underneath those rocks, or over those rocks, I should say, so he knows he isn't going to get hit by those beams of light. Saving himself a lot of hassle in this room. And here's that boss fight for Vendryth, and clear room leading up to it. Might as well. Got a new card. Devil. Ooh! Wow. Okay, well, I spoke too soon. That took half of the issue out of it for Morag, but not all of it, as you see. Oh, wow. That was a painful way to end that one. So, Conquest, again, not being a bro. That dude, not a bro. Do not go drinking with him. He'll leave you with the tab, guys. He's not a bro. So again, Morag starting over again, as there's nothing else he can do at that point, so he'll be looking for a quick and good turnaround here. And Vendryth going to move on down with a little bit more health up to his wound too, looking for a little bit of redemption against Mom's heart. Yeah, Conquest, the anti-bro. Oh, God. Wow. I'm going to say... Yeah, I'm with Vendryth on this one. I'm going to say left side. That's... Wow, that map. There's a couple places this boss fight could be. Yeah, we're going to say it's there. It's here or it's lower right. And I'm pretty sure it's upper left, but I'm probably going to be wrong, so we'll find out. Wow. How about quad shot? So yeah, there's a good way to start your new run off. So quad shot for Morag. 2 of clubs is going to give him, in this case, if you were to use it, 2 free bombs. Again, that would double up the amount you have otherwise. Alright, one more room to clear after this, and we'll see if Vendryth's attached to his boss fight or not. There's actually no real chance that it'll ever be in the middle there. There is, but it's such a small chance that I never count those. Ooh, I was wrong. Ouch. Alright, so lower right-hand side, obviously. So once again, moon strats on Vendryth. Ah, didn't quite clear out all those extra rocks he wanted to, but he'll take it. So a little bit of a half heart there. Quad shot's just nice because it gives you 4 shots. Anything with damage increase or extra shots, you're never going to argue. So we got Mom's Coin first, 4 pills randomly from Morag. He'll probably bypass those, grab his heal, and DD will move on down to the next floor. It's all about them moon strats. Damn right, Casper. Damn right, sir. Well, how about those secret moon strats? They're super secret moon strats. Not exactly. Not how you get in there with the moon card, but you get the idea. Super secret room showed up there for Vendryth, so thank you for the freebie, I'd say. So I'm wondering how risky Vendryth's going to actually play those blood rights. Ooh. That half a heart actually not really so useful, but I'll take it anyways. That may have actually screwed Vendryth over. Now he's going to be okay if he takes the extra heal. Be damned he didn't. Alright, hanging on to his 6 bombs. Ven wants those for the final fight. Alright, Morag's gonna have to backtrack for that key in a second or two here because he doesn't even have any. So if he were to come across his item room, he needs that one in the room behind him. So my guess would be Vendryth's going to bomb right on through after he's done here. He could have done it now, but he's going to fight these in hopes, well, in hopes. He knows he's going to get 1 blue Eternal Heart at the end of this. And 2 free bombs, so absolutely thank you. Looks like Morag doesn't care about the key. He's just trying to play for time at this point. So Ven will be into that secret room. Ooh. Wow, he's going to take Blood Rights over Unicorn Horn. I don't really, well, nope, there we go. So my little unicorn it is. That'll give Vendryth 7 seconds of invincibility. There's that boss fight. It'll have 7 seconds of invincibility and damage dealing capabilities at the same time, so he'll wait for the heart to show itself for the rest of the fight and then just face mash it with his sacrificial dagger. So that and the unicorn horn ought to put some pretty quick work to the end of this fight if we get there again. So redemption time possibly on the left side for Vendryth. And he's looking for a 2-0 win and to take over the number 2 seed in the AFC at this point. And Mosk would be so happy. We have a unicorn horn, ladies and gentlemen. Sacrificial dagger and unicorn horn combo, along with double speed because of the guardian angel. And again, Morag, the only person tonight to get XL floors, and it's always in the caves. The only person. Excuse me. Alright, now the Magician card will wind up being, and he is going to take that with him. 2 of clubs will give Morag those 2 free bombs that I was talking about. If you don't have any, you get 2 free ones out of it. Otherwise, it doubles up the total you have. So in this case, with 0, you get 2. Because, 0 times 2 is totally 2. But you get the idea. It gives you 2 freebies at that point, just in case you don't have any. There you see bombs being used quite wisely and nicely by Vendryth, taking out those knights as well. Great job, down to about 50%. There's that marker on Mom's Heart. So just a few more spawns to go, and he'll get Mom's Heart to stay out the rest of the time and do non-stop damage. Excuse me, to it with both Sacrificial Dagger and never think of the name, Unicorn Horn. That thing. There you go, he's going to make sure he gets out of the middle, because at this point, I wouldn't want to be in there taking non-stop damage, personally. I don't blame Vendryth after last time. So he's going to stay back on this side of the room, about 15% more health to go here for him. And again, still at 4 hearts here, so looking okay for himself. And there you go, very nicely done. So a 2-0 win there for Mr. Vendryth, and moving himself into the 2nd seed overall in the AFC. So your San Diego Chargers moving on up in the playoff rankings, ladies and gentlemen. And tehMorag just slightly down further there, as he's now, I believe, below 500 on the year, if I'm not mistaken. But again, great race by both guys there.